targeting my shoulder today. Actually, I'm targeting my chest. Okay. Um, I like to pull bands to increase the tension on the chest. It just gives me a better. Okay, so 4. Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm going to do 6 sets. First 3 sets with this weight, and then I'm going to also increase the weight, and I'm going to go less rep, but also do 3 sets of that. All right, 10. Okay, we're gonna do 3 sets of that. Okay, and about round, I'm here, what, 15, 15, 30, 30, 35, 40, plus 20 kg, that's 60 kg, plus the tension of the band, okay, which is about 22 pounds in American, 22 pounds, 10 kg resistance, okay. I got 10 kgs of resistance on top of that 60 kg, okay. Let's go for second set. A little extra rep, you know, but yeah, 10. So I realized you want to have your form has to be perfect to an extent to where when you're going down, the chest is engaged. When you're going up, the chest is engaged. So you will see a lot of people don't have a good grip. So they will notice that they're engaging their shoulder, which you try to avoid as much as you can. And if the weight is heavy to where you're using your shoulder or it's grinding on your shoulder, decrease the weight to where you can control. And you want to have that 90 when you come down, that 90. So here, about here. You don't want to come the way here. You want to come about here, okay? So you want to be here. See the chest is stretched out. Boom, boom. So boom, boom. See, you want to be here. Boom. That's where I'm feeling it. So when I'm going here, the stretch is stretched. Okay, remember you're not going to go super low here because the bar won't let you. So it's going to stop about there. Okay. All right, third set. All right, watch. So where you set your hands really matters. Okay. So you don't have to fully extend. You can cut it short to just keep that tension in those chest. All right. Okay, chest engage. See that? When you start getting tired, you start to engage the shoulder. Okay? There's a time that you won't be able to control that because you're compensating. Okay? But you try your best to stay under control, and that's the key. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a slight adjustment, increase here, okay? And then I'm gonna take the bands off, all right? Boom. I'm gonna take the bands off, and I'm going to take the grays off. I'm gonna take the grays off and put the green on there. Putting the green on there. Okay. If you're tuned in, go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe to your channel. Support your boy. Help me grow my channel. Okay. I'm going to slightly increase the weights, okay? About there, okay? So I can fully, I can pick this up easier. All right. You call this the incline bench, okay? To hit that chest. That's what we're gonna be working on. All right. Lenny Smith. You can't hear me. He said is, how much can you leg press? Ooh, Kenny, Lenny, how much can how much can I leg press? I'm trying to be as honest. I haven't done leg press in a while, but I know how much I can squat. You know, I can squat about 140 kg for like 10 reps, 8 to 10 reps. So imagine in the leg press should be easier. So I really don't know how much I can leg press. I haven't done that in a while. The last time I had the opportunity to actually leg press, we didn't do, we didn't engage the leg press machine that day. So I'm not sure. Um, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much I can leg press, but I'm also a petite person. I'm very defined, very strong, shredded, but I'm not someone who focuses on moving a lot of heavy weight, because when you move a lot of heavy weight that your body can barely handle, that's where injuries and tear comes from. I want to be able to control the weight, and I want to be physically strong, not weight strong, you know? So I do calisthenic stuff, I do body weights, I do weights. So I'm well versed. I'm kind of a little balanced, you know? So I really don't know my leg press. All right, ready, set. 8. Um, what we got here? About 80 kg, I guess. 80. Oh, oh, 15, 20, 25, 50, 50, 70 kg. That we got here. We got 70 kg. Okay. That's what we're pushing. To be honest, I think I can put the the grays on there to make it 80. Like, it's challenging, like when I get to that 8 reps, but it's also doable. Okay. But that's where you want to be. You want to be, when you get to that point, you know, your last rep should be challenging. If it's easy, then probably you should increase your weight. You know, I mean, you're more stronger than you think, and you should feel more confident in your body. I hope you can hear me. Or let me turn the mic. Maybe here. Um, yeah, so, all right. Let's go for our second set. There we go. You saw that? That was the second set. It should be challenging. It shouldn't be easy. You know, pushing yourself, that's where your gains and your results come in. Okay? Now, I'm not saying put something that is like after your 4th rep, you're done. No, no, no. We're doing 8 reps. So around 6, going to 8, you saw I was struggling. And that's where you want to be. That's the sweet spot. That's where improvements are going to happen. Okay? So where the gains happen, family. And for Lenin, I don't have no leg press machine, so I can only do squats. I have my little leg extension here, but I can only go to a certain amount, like 110. So it's not much, but it maintains me. It maintains my form, my strength. You know, in the future, I will get more weight. So in that course, I'll be able to even squat even more, because for now I can put all those plates on and squat them. So uh, when the money and the revenue is available, I'll be able to increase that, you know, and add to my collection of weights here that I have in my tiny little studio. But it gets the job done, you know. When you go to a commercial gym, you have access to all these equipment, but because of my space, there's only certain things that I can fit in here. So if I have to bring in something, it has to be something that is multi-power, that does 3 or 4 different things, so that way I can kind of hit every muscle group. I was thinking about a leg press machine. No, you know, that is a hack squat slash leg press. If I have that, then I'll be able to get rid of something from here and put that in. But until then, we are managing with what we have, my brother. Let's go. Ooh, Hakuna Matata. Y'all saw that. Okay. Now I'm gonna take this off the green. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go close grip. Don't know what that really is called, but this one now, I'm gonna slightly engage my shoulder as well, but it's not too much on the shoulder, you see. So what I'm gonna do though, I will put the band on there as well, you know. I'll put the band so that can act as my resistance, putting tension on the chest. So we're gonna be here. See, when I'm here, my chest is engaged. When I'm here, my chest will be engaged. That's where that close grip come in. Yes, we kind of hit the triceps and the forearm too, and a little bit of the shoulder, but the majority of the movement, when you go from here to here, is going to be squeezed on the upper chest, okay? So that's the goal. Like, to be honest, I would like to bring it close so you guys can kind of see what really I'm working with. Okay, so now look, we're gonna be here. Okay, I'll put you guys here and I'll let you guys see what really I'm working on. Okay, so pay attention to the pecs, okay? That's what we're gonna be working on. So pay close attention. When we're here, we're gonna be here, and we're gonna be here, okay? So guys, pay close attention to that. So about here, this part of the middle finger is basically what I'm putting here, okay? So boom, here. So now is on the chest. Okay, ready, set, go. Y'all see my chest? One. See, bring it down, press it, bring it down, press it, bring it down. See, it's stretching, okay? That's the main objective. You want that pecs to be engaged, okay? So family, when you're doing that, as you guys saw, when I was going, I was adjusting a little bit. Maybe it was just too tight to where I was feeling it in my shoulder. So I opened it up a little bit to where I want it here. That's all we're focused on. If you're feeling it here, adjust, okay? But you want to stretch, boom. When you go on top, you want to squeeze that pectoral muscle. All this needs to be engaged during this movement, all right? All right, let's go for round two, okay? Same movement, same thing. You want to focus on that movement, okay? All right, guys, focus on that squeeze. I hope you guys can hear me. Leonard, thank you for letting me know. You couldn't hear me, I hope it's better. All right, so now, I'm gonna go again, in, okay? Wanna be here, boom, close grip, inside grip, okay? Yeah, that's all in that chest. You see? That's all in the pecs. All right? We want to focus on that. Focus on the squeeze. Focus more on the movement. Don't just say you're trying to just rep it out through. Sometimes that may be fun for shredding, but we're trying to build muscle density, okay? We're trying to make that muscle bigger. Stretching and squeezing. Stretching and squeezing, okay? Contracting the muscle. Like your bicep, you want to flex it, okay? So, that's the third reps. And you guys are gonna get to see my homemade cable flies that I use for my bands. And hey, I may not have the fancy equipment, but it's getting the job done. You can do this if you go to like a little club or a little home gym in your community. You can utilize these things as well, bands, to get an efficient workout in. Okay, so let's go for our third set, third and final. Ready? Go. All right, that's it for the bench stuff. Okay, we aren't done yet with the cable, with the chest, but we'll be moving on to the cable. Hidden chest, but in a different way. Okay. Okay, so these bands are what I use for my chest. Okay. So it's this movement plus, you know, the bench like you guys just saw, the bands that I'm about to show you guys now, plus my push-ups, you know, don't forget those. My push-ups, okay? So what I did is tie these bands up here, you know. They work, to be honest. They get the work done. So basically, my first one here, I'm gonna be here and there, okay? So that's what I'm hitting, okay? So I'm probably gonna have to put these down so they don't interfere as much, okay? And that's what's really gonna my chest. Usually I hit 15 to 20 reps. Sometimes I do 25 because you guys know it's rubber. So the more reps, the better it hits your chest, okay? So like a Vero cable machine also, you want to control this. You want to, you see? So the further I go, the stronger it is, okay? So I'm gonna pick, okay? So about here for me, I'll say 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 14, 18. Okay, so when I get to around 15, I start to feel it, notice in my shoulder. I'm starting to engage my shoulder, meaning that probably hit a peak in my chest to where now my form is being corrupt. So that would be a good place to stop, okay? It may be different from you. It may be 10 for you, you know? It's different from everyone. So remember, when we get tired or we're exhausted, our body wants to compensate for where there's a lack. So you'll see some people you'll see run like, that's not how they run. They're supposed to run like this, but because they're so tired or this leg is giving out, you're compensating, okay? So you should know that point. we're gonna go 3 more. Okay, one here as well. So let's go. Easy. There we go. All right, let's go. Round 3. Remember, we'll do 3 sets of this, and we're gonna do 3 sets of that, and then we're gonna do 3 sets of 15 of that as well. So we're doing like nine set, okay, 9 sets of that, and just to hit all those points that is necessary, you know. So here. Easy. Yeah, that movement here is a killer. And I'm only using bands, just bands. Imagine if I had the whole cable set. Let me go ahead and share this to some people. Y'all come support y'all boy on his live, you know. Share again. Facebook, Instagram. Let's go. Y'all come on in. We back. There you go. Where we at? Okay. Share again. We here. We're back. You know, just sharing it to a few sites. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna go here higher. Okay. So the first one, we're going from under to up. Okay. So remember, when you're doing that, you want to lift that breast. So that's why we're squeezing here. Okay. Now we're gonna hit the middle and upper. Okay. So we hit the middle and upper. Okay. So not too much on the lower, but you will hit that aspect of the chest if, there you go, is it good? There you go. You will hit that aspect of the chest if you squeeze enough. Okay. If you squeeze enough. So we're going boom, we're squeezing enough. Okay. So boom. So I'm gonna put more tension in that. Okay. So now we're here. Okay. So boom. One. Ah. That's it. So everything is about here. Okay. Big chest. Big chest. That's what we want. Okay. We'll do 15. 3 sets of 15. Each stage, you're hitting 3 sets of 15. Keep that in mind. Lower stage, 3 sets of 15. Middle stage, 3 sets of 15. When we go here, boom, boom, boom. Also, 3 sets of 15, okay? There you go. We here. And look, I'm using bands. This is not a prime or super exclusive rich gym. I'm doing it with bands. And I'm able to get like this. So you can do it too. You know, if you have band, do some push-up, incline push-up, decline push-up, raising the leg, handstand push-ups. Do something. Boom, here. There you go. 15. Let's go. Last set on this part, on this one. So, like this is as much really the band can bring me, you know. So you can go here, but I also want to be under control, you know. So how about here? Pick that sweet spot to where it's engaging the chest, but you're also reaping the benefit, okay? So boom, here, boom. All right. Hey, it's working as if I was actually using a cable machine. So that shouldn't be an excuse. Next one, together. We're gonna put it together here. This one gonna also touch the shoulder a bit, but also really want the pecs here. This one gonna be a lot quicker because it's a pump. It's like standing bench in a sense, okay? There you go. Here, see, chest. bench. Mobility is also key. All right, let's go here. Uh, 15. All right, last one. And then I have another workout, routine, but I'm not gonna record that. All right, so let's go. There you go. That wasn't too bad. Okay, something you all can do. Okay. See, getting big, getting strong, it's all possible. It's all up to you. How much work you put in, how much dedication you have. You have to invent things. You have to invent movement. You see a machine you like and you don't have the equipment for it, think about another way you can do it. You know, don't just say, I need a gym membership. You can do this at home. I'm fortunate to have what I have, but I know where it could be if I had certain other things. That is just a figure of imagination, and I use that imagination to push myself with what I have. So remember, continue to grind, continue to go hard, and I will see you guys on the next live, the next time I go on. Okay, that'll probably be tomorrow, probably around the same time. Salute, stay tuned, and stay fit. Let's keep grinding.